everyone. I'm Robin Zimmerman, and this is Talk of the Town. Nancy Merrill has joined us, and she is the author of this fabulous book. It's called Elf Dust, as we prepare for the holidays and Christmas. And it's a beautifully illustrated book as well as it is written.
Colleen Scroy is the illustrator, and I found her in Massachusetts.
I know.
After a long, long search, and she is masterful.
Look at the colors.
Yes,
Just so beautiful.
She got my vision and brought it to life visually. So I will always be grateful to her and the fact that I found her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now tell me about the story. And I know it's a little bit about leaving elf dust for children.
Yes.
To find the elf.
Yes. The premise is that elves travel the world and visit children throughout the month of December because they have to build Santa's naughty and nice list. So they will come to the home, your home, my home, watching our children all throughout the month.
Okay.
When they're hiding, you can't see them, they're magical. But when they disappear, they leave a calling card. And that is the red and green glitter that is just enough to show that they've been there. They snap their fingers, they disappear, and the elf dust is left behind.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch.
It's not messy, I promise. And it generates so much excitement, you can't believe it.
And you were saying earlier that the adults get as excited as the kids when they see it.
Well, because they are just so excited by it. When I showed it to my son, he went nuts. I knew he would. He was 3. Yeah. Mommy, when were they here? Yeah. I don't know. Well, what was he doing? I said, could have been a girl. And he goes, oh, yeah. And so he went to tell his friends.
Right. And then they all wanted to come over. But
yes.
Nancy, were you inspired by the Elf on the Shelf, or was that kind of a whole different?
I did this 32 years ago. My son is 35, so that hadn't been invented yet. Right. I was looking for something that would pique his imagination, and I lived in a high-rise that had no chimney, and there wasn't a roof on our apartment that Santa was going to land on. Right. So I had to come up with something that would pique his imagination in the magic of it all. Right. And it worked, and it worked for the neighborhood. And every neighborhood we lived in, other moms did it, and just the adults giggled as much as the kids.
Now, when did you write the book?
Just about 1.5 years ago.
And what inspired you to sit down and write a children's book? I know you've been marketing, PR, and actually been in broadcasting, but to write a children's book?
Well, all of my friends back then said, you need to write this, you need to write this. I'm like, I don't have that skill. But this voice got planted and morphed into this nagging presence that said, you got to do it, you got to do it. I decided to sit down and try to write it one day to prove that I couldn't do it. So then 45 minutes later, it was written. And it was a moment, I just sat back and went, well, look at that. I didn't expect that. And took it to teachers and librarians and said, well, what do you think of this for kids? And they all said, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. And they kept pushing me forward.
And is there another book in the works, or is this it? This is your one and done?
Cookie and Jingle were born. Those are the 2 elves on the cover. And there's many more elves within, but I intend to do something with them.
Oh.
Right. Okay. But there's many elves in here because I think what's different about this is that the children imagine their own elf. I mean, kids need to be imaginative more than they are. Right. Too many screens, too much TV, so that if they're left to their own devices, in fact, one of the little boys in Hong Kong, his mother overheard him asking the dog, did you see the elf? Because it just overtakes. They think it's real.
All right, it's a beautiful gift for Christmas. It's a beautiful piece of art.
Thank you.
And so where can I find it?
Oh, goodness. Bookstores all over the county. The Storybook Shop, Sassafras in Beaufort, many of the bookstores, Graco, Beaufort Bookstore, lots of them, and on elfdustbook.com.
elfdustbook.com. elfdust.com.
That comes directly to me, and I'll send it out.
All right. Well, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's so beautiful.
Thank
Again,
you.
Elf Dust by Nancy Merrill.
Thank you.